visuals, I don't know. When I'm travelling, sometimes I accidentally fall asleep with the TV on. I think I find it quite comforting. Especially being on my own when I'm travelling for work. Because I'm not used to being on my own at night time. Well, okay, I'm used to it now, being an adult. But growing up, I always shared a bedroom with my twin sister. And then I was living in hostels for a while after high school. And then I shared a dormitory with my university flatmates. And then I always had flatmates living with me. So I think the first time I went on a business trip, I did find it quite strange being completely on my own for that extended period of time. I mean, okay, I'm not alone when I'm in a hotel. There are plenty of other guests, but they're strangers, right? So in a way I am alone. So I think that's why I used to often put on the TV and feel myself getting drowsier. And sleepier, with a sense of comfort, if you like. Are you feeling comforted? Are you feeling relaxed? It's time to settle down. Would you like some water? Yeah, sure. This might be last night's water. It might be. I can't remember refreshing it today. But it's fine. I really like this glass. Lager crisps life. It's a beer glass from Tonsoco Brewing. Very nice beers. I'm going to take a wee sip. Cool you down. Fan you. Fan your face. I don't really think that unless I fan you quite vigorously. And I don't want to do that. I'll end up waking myself up. And you probably. Yeah, it's definitely The Matrix. It's a long film. That's okay, we've got lots of time. Lots of time. Just gonna brush your hair a wee bit. Does that feel okay? Does that feel soothing? Good. This month has been my holiday month. I think I got a little bit too excited when the restrictions eased in the UK. I planned a trip to Cardiff, London, and my hometown, Dundee. The last hotel I was in, I assumed that they would have air conditioner, but they didn't. So my hair's a bit fried. I went 4 days just using shampoo, and for bleached hair, not good, not good. I had a big dreadlock pretty much. And I had to work it out. Teasing the tangles. It wasn't a pretty sight. Can I use my pigtails to brush your face? It's quite tickly. Tickle, 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 tickle. I desperately need a haircut. Brush, 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 brush. I did have a wonderful time on all my little staycations. I think I enjoyed. Oh, it's hard to say which one I enjoyed the most. London was amazing because I had the chance to meet up with lots of other UK-based ASM artists. A few months ago, when I booked my trip to London, I put on Twitter a post saying if any UK ASM artists are interested in meeting up, then I'd love to organise something. And the response was pretty awesome. So I ended up planning a park meetup, because at that time you could only have 6 people together indoors, but 30 outside. So people in the community, and it was brilliant. I love meeting new people, and even though I knew some of them virtually, and I suppose I had a sense of their personalities from their videos, it's never the same. It's not quite the same. But everyone was lovely, and we all got on so well. And we spent a day in Hyde Park with some booze. And then Jodie got pizzas for everyone, which was so nice. And then we went to a cheeky wee cocktail bar afterwards when a few people had left. It was such a good time. But the rest of my travels involved lots of eating and a bit of drinking. Lots and lots of walking. Thousands and thousands of steps. But that doesn't bother me. I was wearing my trusty Doc Martens, which are comfortable because I've worn them in. I had a meal up the Shard, which was probably the highlight of London, because the food was just so good. I need to stop talking about food at night time. I've got a habit of that. I went to a few galleries. The Tate Modern. I actually went to the art gallery in Dundee a few days ago. I mean, I'm just back from my travels, but I'm staying put. That's me staying put for a wee while at least. But yes, I've been so lucky with the weather. It always makes such a difference, doesn't it? Oh, I also really enjoyed the boat cruise on the Thames. I love water, and I love boats, and I love food, so it was a perfect combination. You doing alright? Good. Good. You know, I was going to be reading tonight. Just have a relaxing night to myself, but you're too important, and you deserve some personal attention and time. So I'm here with you instead. But I'll show you the book. Pray. 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 By Michael Crichton. This is the new book I'm going to start. believe the author wrote Jurassic Park. I've never actually read the book Jurassic Park, but I love the films. This book was recommended to me by a good friend of mine, so I'm really looking forward to it. Do you want to hear what it's about? I can read the blurb to you. Okay. Settle down. Settle down. In the Nevada desert, a handful of scientists are battling to retrieve a swarm of rogue micro-robots that has escaped from the lab. The swarm is self-sustaining, self-reproducing, and capable of learning from experience. It is, to all intents and purposes, alive and very, very deadly, because it's been programmed as a ruthless predator, a predator that becomes more dangerous with every passing hour. I like the sound of that, so I bought this book. I don't know why, but I think I become more engrossed in books than I do in films. I do enjoy watching movies and just letting your mind go blank, letting your mind just wander. Well, not really, because you focus on the film. Anyway, yeah, just becoming engrossed in a film. But with books, I genuinely get sad when I get to the end of a book. I feel more part of the book, if that makes any sense. I feel like it's more of a journey when I'm reading than just watching a film. That's really hard to explain. I think because I'm imagining the story in my head. It's like my own wee world. I was so sad when I finished the Harry Potter series, because it took me through my entire childhood. And whether you like Harry Potter or not, it's a successful series. And I started reading the first book when I was 7 years old. 6 or 7. So it was quite hard for me to read. I think it took me quite a while. And I think the last book was published when I was 12 or 13. And then the films finished when I was, I think, 15. So it was a big part of my childhood. But anyway. For some reason, I think I can feel most anxious at night time. day when I'm always busy. But sometimes lying in bed I can feel a wee bit unsettled. I think nighttime is when I do most of my heavy thinking, which is why I sometimes struggle to fall asleep rather than relaxing and getting rid of the thoughts from the day. I step it up a gear. I crank it up a notch and my brain goes into overdrive. So if you're like me, stop. Tell your brain no. Tell your brain that you're trying to sleep. You don't want to think about these things right now. You need rest. You need rest. Your brain needs rest. Your eyes need rest. Your body needs rest. And it's time to close your eyes and get sleepy. I'll turn this off if you want, or we can leave it on. I wake up during the night anyway, so I could turn it off then. When you're sound asleep. Alright. Sleep, 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 sleep. And I'll see you in the morning.